Well, it is Christmas time. It's Christmas time in them hills. I didn't know what that means. Welcome to a special edition of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. And we are live on Ustream and on our app at jiggyjaguar.us. And it is an interesting day today. We have, as you can see on screen, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Fitness 2 in the building. Midnight Rose in the building. This is going to be a hell of a deal. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to have this show for a heck of a long time. And then as a bonus, like Steve Jenham coming out of the parking lot to win UFC 3, Zombie Jones in the building. So it's like we got a bonus. We got all of them.
All the things.
All
the things.
You've got all the things, and you know this is like the if somebody wanted to put this together, it's like the indie version of the Triple Threat.
That's pretty serious business.
Yeah, you got Mr. Fitness as Shane Douglas. Zombie is obviously your Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh.
And
he's got the biggest moonsault in the business. Kenny Zombie Jones.
Kenny Zombie Jones, the big star.
Moonsault in the business.
I can't do it. Does that make me Chris Candido? And if so, where is Tammy Stitch's mouth?
Now,
he's dreaming of a different kind of white Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Now, tonight we've got MWE and Mount Hope. If you're listening to us or watching us live, MWE, and I understand from yesterday, you're in the main event, sir.
This is news to me. This is the first I've heard it. Breaking news.
Lance, the Mangler, and Brooke went on KCTU TV yesterday, and they were talking about, well, we have these matches we can announce, and they start going through, and then they go, oh, in our main event, Mr. Fitness against the Honky Tonk Kid.
Should be.
And I'm like, how in the hell did this become the main event?
Well,
I want to.
Oh, by the way, I didn't plan on having a third, so you may have to put batteries in that mic, or you might have to use that black one. That's
I don't know if his mic's hot. I'm not picking him up in the headphones, but
check.
So there is that.
There is that.
There we go. We need a hot mic. Let's make sure Rose has a hot mic. Let me hold it.
Well, you might, yeah.
Look at there.
There we go.
There we are. So you might have to put a battery in one of those cordless. Zombie. There's batteries over there on the table. And Zombie's used to this. Zombie co-hosted this show with me on Sunday for like 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Talking to porn stars, all sorts of people.
That's the longest job he's ever had.
He did his thing. Now, while we're sitting here, you and I were talking before we went on the air about Dr. Wagner.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Dr. Wagner mark.
Oh, he's great. Great.
What the hell did you think when he dropped that mask at that
I was shocked.
Triple Mania?
I didn't see that happening. I was super shocked.
I'm just like thinking, really? The clown guy?
Yeah.
I was a fan when they were all three together, but them separate, I'm like,
Here's the deal.
I don't have any interest.
I'm a little, I was a little shocked, but Psycho the Clown, of course, I mean, he's got history in the business, too. I mean, he comes from a wrestling family as well.
Yeah.
So, I understand there's a lot of history with both of them, but I was shocked. I didn't see that happening. Like you were saying, I was really thinking, Wagner in the original La Parka, that's a big match. That would have been one of the biggest matches in Lucha history.
Ever.
And, I can't think of very many things that compare to that, except for... nothing really.
That's the thing.
But yeah, Dr. Wagner Jr. Man, I've never got to meet him. I haven't worked a show with his son before.
That's cool.
But Dr. Wagner Jr. is I was a big fan for years and years.
Huge fan. When I first started watching CMLL and AAA years and years ago, that was the guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dr. Wagner, and then of course I was a huge mark of Perros de Mal, because I always thought of them as like the Mexican Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then speaking of Bullet Club, Kenny Zombie Jones has got a Bullet Club shirt on.
I do.
Look at that.
I read somewhere just to show New Japan's moving, into the North American market.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that they have sold almost 500,000 units of gimmick shirts
in Hot Topic. Yeah.
At Hot Topic in America.
That's a hell of a deal.
Who would ever seen that happening? Yeah. No WWE backing. WWE's actually tried to cut their balls off a little bit with cease and desist orders and different things. And 500,000 units.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is. It's impressive.
And after
impressive.
Pro Wrestling Tees gets their cut, and then whoever else gets their cut, that still leaves like all the Bullet Club members before they split it up. I think it said it was like upwards of like $4 million.
Wow.
And plus, that's not counting what those guys sell at indie shows and wherever else.
Oh yeah, that's impressive numbers for not having any really U.S. back company behind them.
That's a hell of a deal.
Numbers, yeah.
That's a hell of a deal for a shirt that's not as impressive as the
Mr. Fitness 2. Look at that. Look at that. The marketing master himself.
That's right. Well, and I'll tell you, I still got some of these left. Now, these are going to be printed again in full color. This original run, the beer mug, the color didn't take on the beer mug, so this is the black mug. This is like a mug of Guinness. And these will only be available once. Like when they're gone, they're gone forever. From now on, if you buy one of these shirts,
they're like Bitcoin.
It'll be a yellow beer mug. So if you want to get in on the black beer mug Fitness 2 shirt, there's only a handful left.
You got to get in on the deal.
Yeah, get in. Yes. They'll be available at the show tonight, and they'll be available online if we don't sell out tonight.
That's awesome.
And I think they'll hold their value more than Bitcoin as well.
Oh yeah.
I think you get more out of t-shirts.
I think you do too.
This bubble don't burst, baby.
They might as well be known as Two-Coin.
Two-Coin. Yeah. Two-Coin. You know what I think is great is like Mr. Fitness 2, the big star. Then you got the other big star, Kenny Zombie Jones, and the marketing master himself, Mr. Rose over here.
Midnight Rose. This guy. This guy is
it's not
genius, no doubt about it.
He's not. It's not Russell crap. He is a genius.
He is a genius.
Thank you. Yeah. You're fairly intelligent yourself, sir. After all, you
don't let that get around. It'll ruin your reputation.
After all, you booked us on the show.
So that's right. That's right.
Zombie will back you up. We'll back me up on that.
How long have you guys been a duo? Because I remember the first time I saw you guys together would have been it was an OCW show at Topeka towards the end of 2013, and you wrestled Alan Shepard, I do believe.
Okay.
And
he's like an encyclopedia.
He's an encyclopedia of the Rose Garden knowledge.
Yeah. Well, because I was on.
What did I have to eat that morning?
Probably an Egg McMuffin.
A little more salmon tasting, but you're close. We have been together since 2010, but. It was years in the making. We actually hatched the diabolical plot back in the MySpace days. Exchanging messages in 2006. It just took us a few years.
He had seen me do the gimmick once. I was only going to do it once. All respect to the original Mr. Fitness, but I was going to do this one time, and that was it. And then actually I retired from the business.
Wow.
Planned on, I was wrestling without the hood, and the promoters kept calling me, and meanwhile he had been in my ear for a couple of years, like, oh man, that gimmick, you got to do that, you got to do fitness, man. And promoters kept calling me, so I started pushing this out on people and getting it out there. So I was kind of semi-retired when we were kicking it off, doing like charity shows and stuff like that here and there. But I came off a schedule where I was wrestling 130 odd days a year.
Oh Jesus!
And
that's a hell of a lot of dates for an indie guy.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
We were super busy.
That sounds like when Zombie first got in the business. That was like he was always getting. Oh yeah, I'm wrestling this weekend. Oh, I'm wrestling 5 times this weekend, and then I'm going to get in the car and go somewhere else and wrestle another 5 times.
Oh yeah. Well, I got to the point where I was on the road so much and dealing with personal life stuff, so I was ready to hang it up for a bit.
Yeah.
But the calling of this Rose Garden.
That's a hell of a deal.
Oh man, it just and we couldn't keep it a small fire. It just kept taking off, and people wanted it, and we. Now,
when did you incorporate the shake weight? That I think is fantastic. I even had to have one. My girlfriend Brittany had one that her old roommate left behind. I brought it to the last MWE show and had you guys sign it. It's sitting on the co-host desk over there.
There it is.
When did that come into the act? I guess you would say.
That's been with us since day one.
Wow. Because I know you guys had it at that show in Topeka, and I was dying. Like, I had already wrestled, and I was dying.
At least since 2010. Yeah, at least since 2010.
I was standing next to Clint Carnage, and he and I both were just dying, like tears.
It is the most diabolical weapon in the history of professional wrestling.
It is fantastic.
No doubt. I split some heads open with that thing. Yeah,
Didn't you just recently break one over someone's head?
The original one broke over Mike Ortega's head, yes.
Yep.
He's got a hard head.
Yeah.
Well,
did you auction that? What did you guys do with that?
Actually, it's going up on auction this week, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the piece
We've
of
already
it that broke off.
the broken piece.
Now he actually salvaged a piece from another one to add to the original. So we're still using the original one. He finished it, but the piece that broke off the original one is actually, it's signed, it's autographed.
Yes.
And it's going up on auction. Yeah,
it's like if you were able to attempt to win a piece of Thor's hammer.
True.
Basically.
Yeah.
Look at that. It all comes back.
We've already turned down cash offers for it.
Oh, really?
Cash offers that we could have a great time.
That is awesome.
No doubt about it.
No, we want to give everybody a chance to win.
Everybody a chance.
A part of the original shake weight.
That's fantastic.
Nobody can accuse us of not being fair.
Correct.
And then,
Fairest guys in the business.
Hey, this is fantastic. We've got Mr. Fitness 2, Midnight Rose, and of course, out of nowhere, Kenny Zombie Jones in the building, making it happen today. Now, Zombie, what have you been doing besides wrestling all the damn time? I seen you last weekend in XWE.
Uh-huh.
You're as busy as these guys are.
I actually have a light schedule this year. Mr. Fitness here, I think, had one of the busiest schedules out of most people that I know.
Really?
Super busy through most of the year. It slowed down a little bit around football season.
Yeah.
Because some of my regular gigs kind of slowed down for football season and stuff. But through at least through August, September, and early October, super busy.
I know last time I saw you was the weekend in Fall City, and you had just got done. What was that? That was a quad shot that weekend, wasn't it?
Which one?
That was the weekend that they did. The MWA did. Whatchamacallit? He did. Was it Friday night? He did like a Thursday night somewhere, and then Friday night in Lincoln, and then Saturday night he did a double.
Oh no! Well, between the month of July. No, the month of August. From the last weekend in July and the first weekend of September. 27 dates, I think.
Holy smokes.
A lot of weekend. And you can't,
wow.
in the Indies, I mean, it's hard to do weekday dates normally
in the
year, but that time of year with fairs and this and that, I mean, there's work out there. Yeah, you just got to hustle hard.
That's fantastic.
Fall time is one of the best times because, like you said, you got the festivals and the fairs, and everybody needs entertainment. And what's the best time to get a wrestling show, especially at weekdays and people get some work.
And matter of fact, if we could have done everything we had to turn down, it's just you can't do everything. You wish you could, but you can't.
Yeah,
you can't. I mean, a lot of our shows, man, are 10 or 12 hours apart, towns apart from each other.
Yes.
You just got to, you get done with one, you hit the road and head to the next town.
Head to the next one.
Fucking, if you get tired, you pull over, take a nap, I guess. But that's what I hear. I don't know. We're not good at napping. No.
So, the Mr. Fitness 2. That is amazing. What do promoters do when they call you and they're like, that's what we want? Because I know that there's a couple other incarnations of other things that you do.
Right.
But when they call up, is it,
I mean, this is, if they hear about it, now some promoters, if they haven't seen it, they don't get it until they've actually booked it and they see it. They might hear about it and they're like, maybe it's cool. But when they book us, they want us back, and then I've actually had promoters get a little mad because
oh
you got a
phone
ring.
Live. Who the hell's calling?
Going live.
Who the hell's calling me? Hey, you're live on the air with Kenny Zombie Jones, Mr. Fitness 2, and me. What's up?
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
That was Brittany. She don't want to talk to Mr. Fitness 2 live on the air.
I'm an intimidating presence.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was Midnight Rose she was intimidated by.
Hey, you know what I mean? They don't quite... is this a family show?
Oh, you guys can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Dude, we've had porn stars.
We've had porn stars, all sorts of
I meant
craziness.
to ask that earlier, but
Those were some of my favorite interviews. Do you remember we had Michael Bentley in studio up the old place in Salt?
Oh, yes.
And we had this British porn star do a live Skype interview, and we streamed this live on the internet through Facebook and stuff. And she does the fucking interview butt ass naked.
oh wow, yeah.
So Bentley starts asking about squirting because he's very, very interested about girls that squirt. Dude, I fucking shit you not. This girl went on to.
I squirt you not.
I squirt you not. This girl
Ding,
went on
ding,
to
ding.
give us a live demonstration on the air.
There it is.
And those were.
Where else can you get that? But
I mean, that's money, man.
the big shit.
That's money. Although I would like to say that they're only we got.
I know.
Look at these little squirts coming in.
Yes.
Are you riding up with them?
I may just ride up with Kenny
Okay.
for the hell of it.
All right. I'll see you.
I don't. So you've got one dressed as a Christmas elf, looks like. You've got one who looks like a little girl, and then you've got another one who looks like a little girl. So it's a hell of a deal. And then you got you.
Are you going to the wrestling show
a court
tonight?
jester?
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Fitness 2 and the Midnight Rose are coming with Christmas gifts tonight. Anybody that comes out, so we got Christmas gifts for the crowd tonight.
Ho, ho, ho.
And Mount Hopeless will never be the same.
Mount
I'll tell you that.
Hopeless.
We are coming in with our annual Christmas drive tonight.
Ho, ho,
Do I get a
Rose.
present?
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Have you been naughty or nice this year?
Elf is a birthday elf.
Birthday elf.
Happy birthday, elf.
I hear elves have a lot of birthdays. Don't the elves have like 700 or 800 birthdays? Elves live an extremely long time, I understand.
I believe so.
I think so. I have to get my player's handbook, volume 2 out.
Volume 2.
But I believe elves have a lot of birthdays. We get a bonus saving throw versus bullshit, too, I understand.
Well, there you go. Well, so where are you guys off to?
CC's.
They're going to go CC's Pizza.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's one of my favorite training places when I'm on the road. We used to, when I was wrestling years ago.
Training place.
Oh yeah, because you got to get, to build this massive bulk, this $1 million body, you got to have a lot of calories. I'd go in there with another wrestler, like when I was coming up through like Oklahoma and stuff like that, and we'd go to a CC's, and then we'd have a contest. Whoever ate the most, the other guy paid for their meal. So we'd keep the crust. We call them pizza bones. So at the end of
Pizza
at the end of the, because why would you eat the crust if it's an all-you-can-eat buffet? If it's a large pizza you're splitting, you're trying to, you don't want to be hungry, so you eat all the crust. But at a pizza buffet, you got to count your pizza bones when you're done. So whoever's got 15 or 20 pizza bones lined up versus 12 or 13, that loser's paying. He's paying the whole deal.
The knowledge that we're getting here
That's
today,
right.
Zombie.
So,
This is road stuff that I'm learning. I'm learning today. You never stop learning in the business.
Never stop learning.
stop learning.
Learn something new.
Never
today.
stop learning.
I'm gonna have to do that next time.
Yeah, you got to count the pizza bones.
Count the pizza bones. That's awesome. Well, then I will see you guys this evening.
All right. Love you, dear.
Love you too. Have fun.
Oh, man.
Now, of course, as we were talking about Bentley and touring and all that other
She was
stuff.
British too. She was a tiny little blonde thing. She's strapped right there. Pulls out this big ass fucking vibrator. Is like, oh, you guys want to see me squirt? She's fucking straight up, right there.
Well, I'll tell you this. Now, you said your friend was very interested in women that could squirt.
Yes.
Which tells me he doesn't know how to make a woman squirt. Because there's only two kind of women. Women that can squirt and women that don't know they can squirt yet. And
What's funny is we had a porn star tell us that at the AVN.
it's true. I'm a certified instructor. So girls that are struggling
certified
with
instructor.
and with their sexuality.
Who knew?
I'll buy them a drink. I'll make them feel pretty.
You know what's funny is when you said you're a certified instructor, Midnight Rose turned his head like, tell me more.
I don't have a certificate. I do it illegally. I practice it illegally.
Illegally, that's right.
He's
in
not
back
licensed.
alleys.
That's right, in back alleys.
He's in back alley, like underground squirter operation here, but that's all right.
Yep, I have the sponges right next to the coat hangers.
Although,
Oh my God!
I actually have a tattoo of a bent coat hanger on my big toe.
oh wow, that stuff.
What is that other tattoo that when you were in Wellington, all the wrestlers wanted to see it when you debuted up there in Wellington? What
Oh,
was
the
that?
dicks on the back of my leg.
You got dicks on the
Yeah, I
back
have
of your
3
leg.
dicks on the back of my leg.
3 dicks, like the Triforce of Cocktum.
It says 111 Ultraline.
Wow.
I also have
Wow.
I also have the sperm, the African American sperm with an afro slam dunking a basketball on my ass cheek.
God damn!
Wow. That is the most politically correct thing I've ever seen. That is awesome.
Politically
I also have a
incorrect.
vagina in my armpit.
Interesting.
Zombies got it all.
You know what? If you're going to go to prison, though, for some reason, not that I wish that on you, knock on wood, but if you have to go to prison, I imagine getting a tattoo of a vagina in your armpit might save your asshole from a lot of pain, like in the future.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's insurance.
You know,
Like,
you're
no,
right.
No, don't go there. Go there, and just turn your head, look away, and cry into your pillow, whatever. But
Whatever.
you can walk at the next day, so that's okay.
At the end of the whole thing.
Nothing wrong with
Just
that.
fucking an armpit, not an
Yeah.
asshole.
That's
This
right.
is fantastic.
Armpits to assholes, the Kenny Jones story.
We got a biography in the works.
There you go.
You know what's funny is like when Zombie first got into the wrestling business around here, there was a whole bunch of people that were like, "Well, he'll never make it," you know, blah blah blah. Then like a year later, he's showing me his phone and he's hanging out with Ricky Morton, Scott Steiner, all these people, and I'm like, you just kind of ass backwards your way into the wrestling business, and it's
I
amazing.
found the right vets to get in the car with. That's what it's all about. You gotta find the right vets to get in the car with, and that's what happened. I got in the car with the hooligans. And
That's 90%. That's 90% of it.
Yeah.
For sure, absolutely. I mean, I've had the opportunity in my time in the business to learn from a lot of vets. I mean, you have to. Everybody has.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're at any level, but honestly, I feel like I learned more right with Midnight Rose than anybody, because not about the business, although about the business, but just about life. Because this guy right here, he's got such a broad spectrum of weird things going on. And this guy conquers the world, man, everywhere he goes. So I'm really happy to be on the Rose Garden team for sure.
The Rose
And I
Garden
have a
team.
spectrum about broads as well.
Spectrum about broads, indeed.
So when you add those two together,
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy that told me I needed some
spectrum
advice. I was trying to get
about
this. I was trying to get this girl to go out with me for the longest time. And everybody was giving me advice. Well, buy her chocolates, buy her flowers, do this. And the only guy whose advice worked was this guy's. He tells me, he says, Fit, duct tape turns no into Nobody gets it like this guy. Oh,
Yes.
that is sound life advice, my friend.
That is sound
Shit.
life advice.
you know, cocaine may be hard to find, but there's an Ace Hardware store selling duct tape around every corner.
that's right.
You know what's funny is there's one right on Main.
We saw that. Yeah,
Gold,
yeah.
duct tape is silver.
Yeah, we drove by that while we were trying to find this place. I was like, boom! There's an Ace. That's the place. Found it.
So, Mr. Fitness 2, how do we get a hold of you online? Social media, all this stuff?
Yeah, social media. We got the Facebook page. Look up Mr. It's Mr. Fitness. It's not Mr. Fitness 2, but Mr. Fitness, the mask gimmick. I had a Twitter at one point, but I think I lost the password. But Midnight Rose, very accessible on
The social
media too. So
Facebook.com/MidnightRose.
Facebook.com/Midnight Rose.
Look at that.
There it is. So, and available for bookings. Also, movies, television, all that stuff. We actually did a television show earlier on in the year that was won a nationwide award. So it was a local television deal in Kansas
That's
City.
because you get
Oh, was it?
For sure. Super Boo Sunday. Super Boost Sunday.
Drive-In Movie Maniacs.
Yes!
The show that the Midnight Rose co-stars on every week.
You
And
know
if
what
you
is
get-
great
If
is
you get bored, Saturday nights, 10 p.m. on the TV25
There's
Facebook
always
page.
something on.
the Drive-In Movie Maniacs
I
page.
met those guys in Kansas City when Jerry Lawler was at the Comic-Con.
That's
Oh,
right,
there
Jerry
you go.
Lawler.
And they did a deal with Jerry Lawler, and it was fantastic.
I was actually, I was not, that happened on a Saturday. I was on a booking with Mr. Fitness somewhere. They all blend in that Saturday, but
They all blend
that
in.
episode,
Zombie knows the feeling. They all just blend in.
that episode will be premiering on Drive-In Movie Maniacs this later on this year, or early 2018, coming soon.
TV 25 coming soon.
That was a hell of a deal.
I actually have to hunt Jerry the King Lawler down in the epic climax of said episode.
And you know what's
Well, you
great
should have
is
set a trap. Put like a 16-year-old girl in a box.
you know what's great is that
Well, if I wanted it to work,
Jerry
shouldn't she have
Lawler.
been 13?
Oh, did I say that or think it out loud?
See, you guys are hunting him. Zombie already found him at one point.
Yeah, did you? How'd that go?
I walked in the room. I shook his hand. He said, "Can you take a pile driver?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Okay, cool. See you out there."
I'm not mad at it.
No,
That's kind of how I roll. So
I got given
That's
the
kinda
time
horrible.
to finish, and that's all I went out there with. But it was fun.
It all works.
now me, if I ask somebody if they can take something, can you take a pile driver? And they're like, I'm not sure. You gonna learn today?
Yep. Hey, can you do this? No. Well, you're gonna learn today.
Oh shit.
That's a hell of a deal. Well, I know we're kind of up against the clock here because everybody's needing to get going. I guess before we go, Zombie, what are you doing besides? I know you might be involved in tonight's show, but what other things you got coming up?
Matt Hunt at MWE. The show starts at 6, doors are at 5. Next weekend, Total Accidental Wrestling in Hoisington, Kansas. And then I will probably be hanging out with MWE, not sure from wrestling, but I'll be there hanging out at MWE at the show in Wichita on the 29th.
That's cool.
And then, as of right now, we'll see. And then I've got probably January 6th in Hutch. Right now, 2018 starting off light. And then I had January 19th in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wow.
That's all I've got right now.
And then you guys are up tonight.
Yeah.
And then MWE and Wichita.
29th. Yeah, we're actually spending a few weeks this month working on some other projects. But as far as live wrestling the rest of the year, we're looking at tonight and the 29th. I don't think we're going to fit anything else in because we do got some projects we're working on. Top secret stuff coming out.
Top
soon.
secret.
So, but yeah, we are working on some film and some audio stuff, and that should be hitting sometime. Hopefully, this spring or
That's
this
cool.
coming spring. So yeah, as far as live wrestling, the rest of the year we got basically 2 MWE dates, and then we're going to hit it hard in January as well. So of course, I've got the other gimmick going.
Oh
on
yeah.
too. I got to kayfabe that. So that one keeps me pretty busy as well. So
We need to get Mr. Fitness 2 into XWE in Salina. I've been pushing for that like nobody's business because I think it would be fantastic
Those are some of my favorite crowds.
to get you up there or to get you in Taz, either in Hoisington or here.
well, I'll tell you, like every promoter basically. I mean, we're not hard to reach. People know how to get a hold of us. I'm not to the point. I've been doing this for well over a decade and a half. 17 years. I don't go around begging for bookings. We stay pretty busy.
Yeah,
So
you guys stay busy.
if a promoter wants to get a hold of us, we're not hard to reach, and we just keep on keeping on. We're doing our thing and having a good time, rocking and rolling, knocking people out with a shake weight, and getting those wins, letting the wins keep stacking up. That's how we do it.
Meanwhile, I'm over here putting a shark head on people's dome and
and your shark tights.
Shark heads matter.
He's got
Sharknado tights,
he's
too.
got these Sharknado tights coming soon.
Oh man,
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
There we go. I'll just join the Rose Garden. We call it the Party Garden.
Well, there's a very
The party garden.
well, there's a very in-depth, very long initiation process
How fast I can chug a 30-pack?
Well, I mean that
might work.
Hey, my booking fee is $125 trans and a dirty 30 a night life.
That is awesome. Well, that about wraps it up here. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Ustream. That was a Mr. Fitness 2, Zombie Jones, and Mr. Midnight Rose, the big star. Star Stage and Scream Midnight Rose.
You got it.
And
see me return to New